This is Daybreak for a Friday morning, and this is the 20th day of February. A look at obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Wilma Grace Riddle, age 81 of Harpersville, is this afternoon at 2 o'clock from Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, with burial in the Harpersville Cemetery. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Graveside service for Mr. James Donald Vickers, age 61 of Goodwater, is this morning at 11 a.m. from Oak Chapel Cemetery. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Geraldine M. Pugh, age 89 of Sylacauga, died February the 19th. Radley Smith Funeral Home, announcing. Greta Payton, age 55 of Sylacauga, died Thursday at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Radley Smith, announcing. Farewell celebration for Mrs. Lena Mae Porter, age 76, is Saturday at Mount Olive Baptist Church in Harpersville. Burial in the Bakers Grove Cemetery. Public viewing today, noon until 8 o'clock. New Madden Funeral Home, directing. Ongoing celebration for Mrs. Edna Maxwell, age 78 of Sylacauga, Saturday at 1 o'clock from Mount Zion Baptist Church, with burial in the Sylacauga Cemetery. Public viewing today, noon until 8 at the funeral home. The New Madden Funeral Home, directing. The family of Deborah D. Wilson Ballard will receive friends and celebrate her life at the Ballard home in Sylacauga on Saturday. Deborah died on Monday, February the 16th. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, with the arrangements. Funeral service for Mrs. Eunice May Blair, age 95, is Saturday at 11 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends Saturday 9 until 10:30 at the funeral home. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Louise Oliver Morgan, age 88, is today from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home at 2 p.m. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. Radley Funeral Home, directing. And graveside service for Mrs. Louise Keith Smith, age 86, at Talladega, is today at 2 o'clock from Oak Hill Cemetery in Talladega. Family receiving friends today, noon until 1:30 at the funeral home. Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, directing. Obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Happy birthday on this Friday to Helen Davis Ackland, Pam Rayleigh Coker, and to Victoria Ham. Birthdaying this weekend, Nick Matheson, Leslie Gooch Hagan, Rhonda Price, Ron Payne, Mary Ogles, Mary Ernest, and John Murphy, all birthdaying this weekend. Weather forecast calling for a cold Friday, with highs today in the low 40s, near freezing tonight, and then cloudy sky on Saturday, much warmer, with highs in the mid-60s and low near 50. 40% chance of rain on Sunday, with highs in the mid-50s. Mostly cloudy on Monday with a high near 50, and rain back on Tuesday with highs in the mid to upper 40s and lows in the upper 20s. In area news, a male freshman at Childersburg High School has officially been barred from Talladega County school properties until further notice, following a Monday incident involving an alleged hit list. According to Childersburg Police Chief Doug Wesson, school administrators requested the student, who has been suspended until further notice, not be allowed on any campus within the system until the investigation is completed and the school board makes a ruling in the case. Wesson said no official charges have been filed against the student, but the incident conceivably could be labeled as a terrorist threat. And a 26-year-old Childersburg man has been charged with the misdemeanor offense of firing a weapon within the city limits. The man was charged Wednesday after he was found shooting multiple rounds from an AK-47 roughly 1,500 feet behind A.H. Watwood Elementary School in Childersburg. He was found near a deer stand and feeder, although police are unsure whether the property was his. He fired off the shots between 9 and 9:30, sending the school into lockdown at that time. The man has not been arrested, but will go to court on March the 12th. He has not been charged with anything beyond an initial misdemeanor. And the Talladega City Council says goodbye to its city manager, Brian Muinger. The council voted unanimously, if somewhat reluctantly, to accept the resignation of Muinger yesterday. Muinger will continue to work in Talladega for the next 30 days. Councilman Horace Patterson commended Muinger for his accomplishments during his tenure as manager. And Councilman President Ricky Simpson and Councilman Joe Bala and Jarvis Elston also wished Muinger well, as did Councilman Donnie Miller. And of course, Muinger has taken the same position as city manager with the city of Pell City, Alabama. That is a look at news. And of course, high school baseball on Thursday, another signing from Sylacauga High School, as the Aggies yesterday showcased Will Green. Will signed an academic scholarship for Birmingham Southern, where he intends to join the baseball team as a first baseman or a pitcher. So congratulations to Will. Talladega High School, the girls team makes the Final Four. They beat Central of Tuscaloosa yesterday, 47-46. They will play on Wednesday morning against Winona at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center Coliseum. That is a look at obituaries, birthdays, weather, and local news. Reporting for Daybreak Online, I'm Jim Abrams.